By the way, Hasani, do you know that we have three sets of audience?
Oh, really? Who are they?
One who likes the songs and dance, and the other who enjoys the stand-up comedies. Last but not the least, the limited who act in plays and dramas.
Teacher, now I too feel that our audience need a little respite from the flow of dance. Do you have anything special?
Of course, our grade 12 students prepared, practice, and are ready to unleash their acting abilities.
Then tell me, what is the concept?
It's our favorite author's best write-up.
I got it. It's the Merchant of Venice. That saga of friendship, revenge drama, and finally that ends with a comical note, right?
Yes, you got the point. Then why the delay? Let's welcome the students of grade 12 onto the dais to engage us with their acting skills.
Good evening to all. My name is Rabiya, standing here along with my friends to perform a skit that will entertain you for sure. It is the diamond dropped from the greatest writings of Shakespeare called Merchant of Venice. Firstly, I have Antonio. Antonio is a merchant of Venice who deeply invested in overseas ventures. Next character is Bassanio. Bassanio is a friend of Antonio who wants to marry Portia. Next we have Solanio. Solanio is a friend of Bassanio. Next character is Salario. Salario is a well-connected merchant of Venice and friend of Antonio and Bassanio. Next we have Lorenzo. Lorenzo is a friend of Bassanio who wants to marry Shylock's daughter Portia. Next character we have is Shylock. Shylock is a moneylender who lends money to Antonio. Next we have Portia. Portia is a rich heiress of Belmont who is constrained by her father's will. Next we have Nerissa. Nerissa is Portia's lady-in-waiting, verbal sparring partner and our good friend. Next we have Jessica. Jessica is daughter of Shylock who does not have happy lives with her father. Next we have Graciano. Graciano is a friend of Bassanio, a great talker. Bassanio accompanies him in his trip to Belmont. Next we have Duke of Venice. Duke of Venice knows that he cannot risk Venice's livelihood by denying Shylock's suit.
To be honest, you don't know why I'm so sad. I'm tired of it, and you say you're tired of it too. But I don't have an idea how I got so depressed. And if I can figure it out, what's making me depressed?
You are worried about your ships. Your mind is out there getting tossed around the ocean with them. But they are fine. Your ships fly like birds past those little boats. Don't worry, my dear lord.
Yes, believe me, if I had such risky business ventures in other countries, I would be sad too. I would worry about it every second. I would be constantly tossing blades of grass into air to find out which way the wind was blowing. I would be peering over maps to find out best ports, piers and waterways. Everything that made me worry about my ships would make me sad. It is not about the ships that made me worry. You know, right? I never bothered about such monetary things.
Here comes your cousin Bassanio.
Graciano and Lorenzo too. Okay then, we will leave you to talk to them. They are the better company.
Bassanio, Lorenzo and Graciano. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello friends, we never see each other anymore. Just name the time. Let's all have fun together again.
Bassanio.
Antonio, you know how bad my financial status has been lately. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about having to cut back. There's this girl from Belmont.
Oh, that's great.
She's just inherited a huge sum of money. She's beautiful.
That's nice.
And even better, she has a good heart. I think that she likes me. Or at least the look on her face tells me that she likes me.
That's good.
Many rich and famous men from all over the world have come to try and win her hand in marriage.
Oh, really?
The golden hair that dangles down her forehead is like a gold rush, calling every adventurer to Belmont. I know that if I had the sufficient funds, I could hold my own against those suitors.
Bassanio, you know, right? All my money is tied up in the cargoes that's still at sea. I can't give you the cash you need because I don't have it. But go ahead, charge things to me on credits. I'll use all my lines of credit to get you to Belmont to Portia. Go and see who'll lend the money, and I'll do the same. I can definitely say that I can give you a business loan or a personal favor. Don't worry, my friend Bassanio. I'm there for you.
Thank you, Antonio.
Sir, my little body is weary of this great world.
You would be, sweet madam, if your miseries were as abundant as your good fortunes are. And yet, for all I see that they are sick from overeating are as sick as those that starve with nothing. It's not an insignificant happiness. Therefore, in regard to financial resources, having more than enough comes at some time or to old men, but having sufficient income lasts longer.
Good sentences and well said.
They would be better sentences if you follow them well.
If people know what to do as easy as what was good to do, chapels would have been churches, poor people cottages would have been prince palaces. He is a good prophet who follows his own instructions. It's easier for me to teach 20 people rather than being that one of the 20 and follow my own instructions. The manners of the youth is such a cripple that they jump over a coal log. But this is not a way to choose a husband for me. So is the behavior of a living daughter caused by the will of a dead father. Isn't it, Nerissa? I cannot choose one or refuse none.
As you know, your father was always a holy man, and holy men have good ideas when they die. So this is the lottery that he has thought up in the 3 chests, one of gold, one of silver, and one of lead, by means of which whoever chooses the right one chooses you. Will, no doubt in that, never be chosen by the right man except the one you shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affections towards any of the princes that have already come to trial?
Well, say the names. I will describe them. According to my description, you can figure out how I feel about them.
Yes, madam. First, there is Napoleon Prince.
Yes, he is a cunning fellow indeed. He doesn't do a thing but talk about his horse.
Then there is Count Palatine.
Yeah, he also doesn't do anything but frown. He doesn't even smile. I think he would be a weeping philosopher when he grows old.
Then, what do you have to say about the French lord, Monsieur Le Bon?
He's every man in no man. He's a fruit of every season, but not for eating. He is afraid of his own shadow. If I should refuse him, I would refuse 20 husbands. If he rejects me, I'd be happy for him. Because if he loves me like crazy, I'll never be able to return such love.
Meanwhile, Bassanio approaches Shylock.
$3,000 ducats, right? Yes, sir. For 3 months. For 3 months, right? For which, as I told you before, Antonio shall be obligated. Antonio will be obligated, right? Will you help me? Will you make me happy? Can I know your answer to that?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio will be obligated, right?
Your answer to that?
Yes, Antonio is a noble man.
Yes, Antonio is a good and noble man. Have you heard anything else?
Yes, finally I got a chance to take revenge on Antonio. If he don't pay me my money, I can take revenge on him. Hey, no. My meaning in saying Antonio is a good and noble man. If I have one condition, that is, if you don't pay me my money, my penalty is 1 pound of flesh.
You bloody crook! I anticipated the consequences. Antonio, please don't sign the bond.
That is your wish. You decide. It is my forfeiture.
Shylock, you get ready the bond. I'll sign.
Antonio, please don't sign the bond. I do not want the money at the cost of your life.
That's fine, Bassanio. Shylock, get ready the bond and come to Duke. We'll sign you there. And Shylock, you know right. I don't have a policy of lending or borrowing money. Only for my friend, as my ships are on sale. I'm agreeing to this.
I know, Antonio. You are a noble and gentle man.
Don't you not remember, lady? At your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar, and a soldier came here in the company of Marcus.
Yes. It was Bassanio, I think also he was called.
It is Bassanio. He came to Belmont to marry you. Don't you know that?
Is it? I wish I could reveal the casket puzzle for him. However, I cannot because of my father's will. Well, sir, go and make all the arrangements. I'll come in meantime.
Your order, madam.
Jessica, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you bringing all the money and jewels with you?
Yes, I am. Even I'm bringing my mother's jewels as well.
That bloody Shylock will have to repent for his deeds. What are you thinking about?
No, nothing. And by the way, where are we going?
We will go on a world trip and then go to Belmont. By now, my dear friend Bassanio must have vanquished the riddle and marry Portia. Now let us move.
Wow, that's a great idea. Let's move.
Your hat.
I wish I could reveal the casket puzzle for you, but I don't want to break the trust of my father. I'm there in one of these 3 chests. One is gold, one is silver, and one is lead. One of the casket holds my image. Crack it, and I'm all yours.
Let us test my luck, my lady. Looks like there's something written on this gold casket. Who chooses me shall get whatever he desires. All that's gold, all that glitters is not gold, right? So now it looks like there's something else written on the silver casket too. Whoever chooses me shall get what he deserves. Silver, a common rouge between man and man, as coins are and Portia is not. She is something special. As expected, there's something written on the lead casket too. Whoever chooses me shall get whatever he wants, but at a risk. I think the lead casket must be having the portrait, because he knows that true worth lies on the inside, even if the outside isn't much. The lead casket is more like him than it is Portia.
That was Bassanio. and from now onwards, my earthly possessions and myself are yours.
This is the most happiest day of my life, to win you as my wife.
My lord and lady, it is now the time for those of us who have stood by here and seen our wishes come true, to cry out, good joy, my lord and lady.
My Lord Bassanio and my gentle lady, I wish all the joy that I can wish you, so that there none left for you to wish for from me. While you are having your wedding ceremony to solidify union, I beg that I may marry at the same time.
Of course, if you can find yourself a wife.
I thank you, my Lord, because you have found me one. My eyes are as quick as yours. While you are looking at mistress, I was watching Nerissa. You fell in love, so did I. Just like you, I don't want to wait. Your fortune depends on the caskets there, well, as did mine. As it turns out, while we are standing here, I was swearing and wooing words of love. At last, this beautiful woman promised me her love, so long as your luck held out.
Is it true, Nerissa?
It is true, madam, if you don't mind.
And you are being sincere?
Yes, it's true, my Lord.
Then it would be our honor to celebrate your wedding at our marriage ceremony.
Yes, it's true. No, we will never win the bet if I stake down. But who is this coming here? Lorenzo and his unchristian friend. What's this? Hey, and Celario too, my old friend from Venice.
Lorenzo, what a surprise! Visiting me with Shylock's daughter?
I'm not Shylock's daughter anymore, but Lorenzo's wife since yesterday.
Well, congratulations, Lorenzo. Solarino. How is the most noble friend of mine doing?
Please go through this.
What happened, my dear? What made you shed tears? If you shed tears, that must be the most valuable thing in this world. What is it?
My dearest friend Antonio, who has put all of his efforts to let me come to Belmont. He's been bankrupted as all of his ships have been lost to sea. And worse, the Shylock, the Jew from whom he had borrowed money, is threatening to ruin my friend. He wanted to see me one last time before he dies.
Don't worry, my dear. Take 6 times what he borrowed and pay back. I'll be waiting for you here till your return.
You two accompany our friend. We will be waiting for you on your return.
Lorenzo and Jessica, we are going to the nearby church to pray for our masters. Till then, you be the master and you be the mistress and take care of the palace.
As you wish, milady. Jessica, did you know, on a night just like this, Troilus climbed the mighty Trojan wall just to catch a glimpse of Cressida, his loved one.
This may be the same evening where Princess Thisbe and Prince Pyramus have committed suicide because of their misunderstandings.
Okay, but on a night like this, young Jessica ran away from her father, the Jew, and ran from Venice as far as Belmont with her lover who squanders money.
On a night like this, young Lorenzo swore he loved Jessica well and stole her heart with many vows of faithfulness, but not one vow was true.
But on a night like this, young Lorenzo forgave his wife Jessica for mocking him, who is in a very good mood.
I can also tell a lot of mythical stories and comparison, but I have work to a scene. We need to get things ready before the arrival of Portia and her Lord Bassanio.
Shylock, Anthony is a noble and rich merchant. Moreover, he lost everything. I request to show a bite mercy.
No, I demand my penalty.
Why can't you decline and show your sympathy on his pathetic condition?
Sympathy? Mercy? Why should I? What about the days when Antonio spat on me? What about the days he treated me like a stray dog? Why should I forget all those days?
Is the angler from Belthiger has come?
Yes, my lord. With your permission, can I call him in?
Yes, please call him with all due respect.
Yes, my lord. Thank you.
Welcome, angler. Are you familiar with the case, with the circumstance of the case?
Yes, my lord. I'm aware of the case. I believe you're Shylock. Shylock, why can't you show some mercy on Antonio?
I don't want to show any mercy. I just need my justice and revenge. See the bond and tell me the justice.
Antonio, are you able to pay back the money?
Yes, he is. He is able to pay 6 times the original amount.
Yes, my lord. According to the bond, Antonio has borrowed 3,000 ducats from the Shylock.
Oh my dear angler, how sweet you are.
If not, he need to give 1 pound of flesh.
Oh my dear angler, how good you are. Here it is.
Antonio, please make yourself ready for the knife.
Oh my dear angler, how wise you are.
Bassanio, it is a time for goodbye, and don't bother about my life. I am very much happy to die, as I can avoid becoming old, wrinkles on face. Instead, I am dying a bit early.
Hey, get lost. This is the chest I want, and this is the flesh all I need.
Okay, Shylock. According to your will, take 1 pound of flesh.
Oh my dear angler, how wise you are.
But not a drop of blood should be shed.
What? But how can I take flesh without shedding blood?
Oh dear lawyer, you are the wisest man of the world.
Moreover, that is what written here. It should exactly weigh 1 pound. If it's less or more, you are punished according to the Venus law.
Is it true?
Yes.
Oh my dear, you are the wisest and smartest of the world.
No, I don't need any flesh. I just need my money. I'll forgo Antonio. After all, he's a noble man.
If not, you're hanged to death, and half of your property will be confiscated by the Venice court and remaining to your daughter.
If needed, I will bear the expenses for rope and execution.
No, 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 no. Please don't do it. Oh, oh, Judge. Please forgive me for my mistake. I realized my mistake.
It's not my decision. Antonio has to decide. What do you say, Antonio? Yes, my lord. As he realized his mistake, let the property be taken care by son-in-law and let Shylock be released free.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Hope you will never repeat your mistake again.